All right, guys, I got something a little bit different for you. Today, I have got a Blackwing combo tutorial video. So, basically, I'm going to show off a couple combos that involve Simoon, that involve Sudri, that involve Shamal, that involve Vata. Schnook is a big part of that. Zephyros. You could play Harmattan, Black Whirlwind, the other Black Whirlwind, and that card. So guys, basically, I'm going to show you kind of how to combo with Blackwings. And then, like I said at the beginning of the video, if the video gets enough likes, I will show off a deck profile. So basically, we're going to be talking about a lot of 2-card combos here, which the first one's going to be Simoon and any Blackwing. So we're just going to start off there with Simoon and any Blackwing. So guys, if you like this mat, check out Pow Manga Mats on Instagram. That's where I get all my mats exclusively from. I love the way that the designs look. I love the manga cards in the background. It's just one of my favorite producers of mats. I think they do a really good job. But so the very first combo, we're going to start off with Simoon and any Blackwing. So I'm going to use Simoon's effect to banish said Blackwing. I'm going to immediately normal summon, and when I do, I'm going to set a Black Whirlwind. The Black Whirlwind's going to activate its effect, and I'm going to get a search off of a monster with an attack less than Simoon, which I'm going to get Sudri. So Sudri has 1400. I'm going to normal summon the Sudri. His effect's going to activate, so is Black Whirlwind. Off of Sudri, I'm going to go ahead and search for Shamal. And off of Black Whirlwind, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to search for the Vata. I'm going to then activate Shamal's effect, pitching Shamal to grab a Black Feather Whirlwind that gets placed on the field. And then I'm going to special out my Vata. Now, Vata is basically Blackwing Fusion. So I'm going to activate that card's effect. I'm going to send Schnook, and I'm going to send Zephyros. After I do that, I got to send Vata too. After I do that, I'm going to get into a Black-Winged Dragon. Yeah, Ghost Rare First Ed, baby. We ain't messing around here. What you're going to do next is you're going to activate the effect of Black Feather Whirlwind to then recover the Vata, summon him over here, and you're not going to activate the Shamal's effect at this time. You are going to activate the Zephyros' effect to, actually, you know what? I don't think I would do that. I would actually take Sudri the Phantom Glimmer and Vata and make the Nuthong the Starlight. So when he's summoned out, I believe that does, 700 or 800 damage? 800 damage to your opponent. So then basically you get an extra normal summon. Now on summon of him, I'm going to activate Shamal's effect, banish the Shamal, and return the Sudri to my hand. I'm then going to activate the effect of Zephyros to summon him out and return the Black Feather Whirlwind to my hand. I'm going to reactivate this. I'm going to use his extra normal summon and summon out the Sudri. When Sudri is normal summoned, you get to add a card that lists Black Winged Dragon from deck to hand. So I'm going to go Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, the Black Whirlwind, and I'm going to add Harmattan off of the Black Whirlwind, and I'm going to add the Blackwing Twin Shadow off of his effect. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use his effect to pop a monster on board, and I get a level 2 token. So that's going to be my token. Or you could even, use something like this. Anything that, kind of can be a token. Let me just actually use that because, that's actually kind of dope looking. I hope, I don't think that would be illegal or confuse the game state because, that's a field center card, but I'm using it as a token, so that's what it is. This is a level 2. I believe it becomes a tuner as well. Let me just double check my info. Yep, level 2 tuner. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my level 2 tuner plus one of my level 4s. And we're going to go ahead and make the Berea's Storm, the Wicked Wind. Now, the card that I'm going to send doesn't exist yet. Normally, because I've been practicing this on Master Duel, you would normally send a Sharnga. That's a new level 2 tuner, but you're not going to send that because we don't have it yet. I would just send the Harmattan from deck to grave, basically making him level 2. So I would then take him and the OG Blackwing Dragon and get out into one copy of your, what's that, Blackwinged Assault Dragon. So once that hits the field, okay, a couple things are going to happen. First, anytime your opponent activates a monster effect, they take 700 damage, and then you put a black feather counter? Yep, place a black feather counter on this card. Once this card has 4, you can nuke the whole board. Yep, nuke the whole board. So you summon him out. That's your first one, okay? What you're going to do is after that scent, you're going to activate the effect of the Black Feather Whirlwind, and you're going to recur Berea's Storm. You're going to take Berea's Storm and the Phantom Glimmer and make, you're not going to make a Blackwinged Assault Dragon, you're going to make a Blackwinged Full Armor Dragon. Or Full Armor Master, sorry. After you do that, you can use the extra summoning effect of him by sending a Synchro Tuner monster and a Blackwinged Dragon from face up in your field or graveyard. You can summon out a copy of him from extra deck. So I'm going to then summon out another copy of him here. Okay. Now, here's what's going to happen. You're going to then set the Blackwing Twin Shadow. You're going to set that. Now, what's going to happen is your opponent is going to take their turn. And actually, you know what? I'm thinking. I need to have summoned him in the extra monster zone. Sorry. Let me do that. Fix that, because then my board will make more sense when you see this in a moment. So my opponent is going to take their turn. They activate a monster effect. They lose 1,400 damage. Or 1,400. They take 1,400 damage because I have 2 of these on board. Now, some people play 3 and then, like, I don't know if I'm still testing. I don't know if I like 3. I think I like 2 and then 1 of him. But what's going to happen next is I'm going to proc the Blackwing Twin Shadow. I'm going to go from my banished pile of grave, and I'm going to take a Shamal the Sandstorm and one of my Sudris. It's going to send them back to deck. And then I can special summon out a level 8 Synchro monster, Blackwing Synchro monster. And I'm going to get out him and Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, the Black Feather Whirlwind, which will allow me to special him up. And this card is going to pop 2 cards on the field, 2 monsters on the field that have an attack. That have, defense less than this card's attack. So I got 2 cards on the field with defense lower than this card's attack. So this card's attack is 2,800. If their defense is lower than 2,800, you can pop 2 cards. So you go bam, bam, pop 2. So then say your opponent just, used both of those monster effects. That's 2,800 damage. They then have to try to make that board up again, but they can't because we have the Chinook. You can use Chinook's effect, and it's a quick effect if you control a Dark Synchro monster to send him. Wait, do you send him? Yeah, send this card from hand or field to target one monster your opponent controls and negate its effect. So then you would send a Blackwing Synchro monster from extra deck to graveyard. But then there's one more thing that we can do, and we can't do it yet. You could in Master Duel, but you can't in real life. The Sharnga, I think it's the Waxing Moon, whatever the new level 2, the one that we're going to probably get in the upcoming Battle of Legends set. But it's a level 2 Blackwing monster. If you can special summon it out if you control a monster with 2,000 more attack. If it's in your graveyard, you can quick effect banish it, pop a monster on board. So basically, let's run through this, okay? Your opponent has, let's say they've summoned out 2 monsters and activated their effects. You've used both of these effects twice. After you did that, you use his effect to pop them. Okay, so you have 2 counters on this. They try to do something else. You use Chinook's effect. Still puts another counter on them. You then let them go again. You use Sharnga's effect. you can then use their effect to pop the board when they try to make another summon. Okay, let's say we do that. We destroy all cards unsealed. Which actually, I'd have to double check, but I don't think you would lose because of Black Feather Whirlwind. I'd have to double check. Once per turn, if a dark monster you control will be destroyed by a battle card effect, you can remove a Black Feather counter from it instead. So I think that these two would actually be okay. Like at least maybe the one that you didn't use. I have to double check this. But I think that one would be destroyed, and then that would be destroyed. But I think that would, you can remove them first before that's destroyed. So basically, your next turn, okay. If your opponent used a monster effect while he's on board during your next phase or your next turn, or the main phase, you can activate his effect. I believe you could take control of one of them. Let's try and target a monster your opponent controls the wedge counter. Take control of it. And then in the end phase, you can destroy all monsters that have wedge counter. So if your opponent makes anything at all, you're just going to take control of one of the monsters. After you do that, attack, flip him to attack. If for some reason you don't destroy, you don't destroy everything, use his effect, board wipe all those monsters, GG. So this can be done, this same exact combo can be done with a couple cards. I'm going to show them real quick, and then we're going to end the video. So if you open up with Sudri the Phantom Glimmer plus Black Whirlwind, it's the same thing. Opening up Simoon plus literally any Blackwing. Opening up him plus any of these two cards. Where's Shamal at? So him plus Black Whirlwind, him plus him, him plus him. There is a decent combo that is just these two, but it doesn't end with that trap. So I'm still kind of working on something with that. But this, what I just showcased you, Simoon plus any Blackwing, Sudri plus Black Whirlwind, or Sudri plus these two. So guys, that is kind of going to do it for my Blackwing stuff. I'm still kind of learning this deck, so that's kind of why, I'm not 100% on everything yet. But it's really, really fun, but it's just lacking a little bit of consistency. Where I feel like we kind of, like if we have Black Whirlwind, which is a good card, I wish we could get something like, at just something that specifically searched Simoon, I would be happy with. If they could give us something like, activate this card at a level 6 or higher Blackwing. That, he is like the best. But we don't have anything like that yet. I mean, you could play Small World. That would require you to be playing other things. But I'm trying to stick to pure Blackwings just to see how it goes. But guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. If you have questions, like, comment, subscribe. If you would like to see a deck profile for this, let me get, I don't know, let me get 20 likes on this video, and I'll drop it at maybe 950 subs. Guys, we're on our way to 1,000. Slifer Slacker out.